Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel, that is Still a Learner. So in this video we are going to discuss 10th class new maths semester 1 syllabus chapter 2, which is polynomial. Okay, so let's see without skipping the video. And guys, you may also join me on WhatsApp or else Telegram if you have any queries related to your class about any subject. Okay, and without wasting any time, let's get into the video. Okay guys, let's see what is the meaning of polynomial and its definition. Okay, let's see. So, polynomial. Actually, it means here poly. Poly means many or else several. And nomials means terms. Okay, many terms. So, the meaning of polynomial is it has many terms. Okay, now we'll see the definition of this. So, what is a polynomial? A polynomial is an algebraic expression which consists of variables, coefficients, and mathematical operations with non-negative integer exponent of variable. Okay, it means actually polynomial is an algebraic expression. Algebraic expression. What is an algebraic expression? An expression which contains variables, coefficients, and mathematical operations. This is an algebraic expression. We have variables, coefficients, and mathematical operations, and that too with non-negative integer exponent of variables. Means for the variables we have non-negative powers or exponents. So this entire thing we call it as polynomial. Now you got it? Okay, I'll explain you clearly here. Just see what is this? This is term 1. Okay, this is term 2 and this is term 3. Okay, term 1, term 2 and term 3. Then what we call this x and y? This x and y we call it as variables. Okay, these 3 and 8 we call it as, just see, these 3 and 8 we call it as coefficients. Okay, this 6 is constant. Okay, then this 2 is an exponent. Exponents, or we call it as also powers. Okay, then what we left? So this plus and this minus we call it as operations. Now it's clear. So let's see again the definition. Polynomial. Polynomial means an algebraic expression. An algebraic expression which consists of variables, coefficients, and mathematical operations with non-negative integer exponent. Means here the power should be non-negative. Non-negative is nothing but positive. Always remember that the power should be positive itself. Okay, now you got understood what is a polynomial. Okay, let's see the examples for this. Now I'll just mention some algebraic expressions here. Now you have to tell me, is this a polynomial or not? So first example I am taking. So 2x square minus 4x plus 7. Is this a polynomial? Yes. It is an algebraic expression where we are going to have the coefficients, the variables, the consonant with mathematical, everything is, and the power is also positive here. That's why this is a polynomial. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm writing another example, that is 3x square, okay, plus 1 by x minus 6. Is this a polynomial? This expression we can write it as 3x square then plus 1 by x. 1 by x can be written as, see, 1 by a power m can be written as a power minus m. When the denominator come to upside, it takes the minus sign in the power. So 1 by x can be written as x to the power minus 1, then minus 6. Now tell me, is this a polynomial? No. Why? Because for this variable we have a negative power. So this is not a polynomial. So not a polynomial. Okay, this is not a polynomial. Okay, let's see the third example. Okay, now 5x square, okay, plus 3 root x minus 8. Is this a polynomial? If I write it in this way, then 5x square plus 3x to the power 1 by 2 minus 8. See here, for the variable, I am getting 1 by 2 form, p by q form, which is a rational form, fraction form. So the variable should not take the fraction form also. So this is not a polynomial. This is also not a polynomial. Now just tell me, 3x square plus root 2x minus 6. Is this a polynomial? Just tell me, is this a polynomial? Yes, of course, it is a polynomial. You may think that, ma'am, this here root 2 is there, that's why this is not a polynomial. But yes, we are talking, what is the definition actually? So we should have non-negative integer exponents. Exponents is nothing but powers of variables. We are talking about the variables only, but not the coefficient. Coefficient may be anything else, just leave it, but the variable should be a positive power. Okay, let's see again. But here root 2 is a coefficient. These 3 and 2 are coefficients. So these two are variables. Okay, here what is the power of x? X power is 1. So in the definition we are talking about the variables only. There is a rule for the variables only, not for the coefficients. Okay, so here coefficient is whether it is root 2 or whether it is minus 2 or it is plus 2, it doesn't matter. Okay, coefficient may be anything else, but the powers means the powers of the variable should be positive. So this expression is a polynomial itself. Now it's clear what is a polynomial. Okay, now we'll see. Now we'll see how we define polynomials. Suppose we have an expression like 2x square minus 8x plus 6. Okay, this is a polynomial, right? Because we have coefficients, variables, mathematical operations means plus or minus, and constant. And that too, power should be positive itself. So this is a polynomial. But how we can define it? We can define by p, which is a polynomial of x. We can write this as p of x is equal to 2x square minus 8x plus 6. Why I am writing only x here? Because in this entire expression we have the common variable which is x. That's why it is defined as p of x. Suppose if I have the expression like 2y square minus 8y plus 6, then this one can be written as p of y. Now you got understood? Whatever the variable is there in the expression, so that we have to define as p of x or else p of y. Okay, means we have to use only the single term, single variable in the entire expression. Okay, now we'll see the next part, which is, so what do you mean by degree of polynomials? So let's see its definition. The highest power of the variables of all terms of a polynomial is called degree of polynomial. Okay, what does it mean? So suppose this is a polynomial. Okay, so this is a polynomial in x variable. So we can write it as p of x. So This is a polynomial. So what is the definition of degrees of polynomial? The highest power of the variables of all the terms. So among how many terms are there? We have three terms, 1, 2 and 3. So among these three terms, here we have two variables, okay, in first term and second term. So the highest power here, nothing is there means we have 1. Power is 1 here. So among these two terms, among these two variables, which variable has the highest power? So this variable has the highest power. So we have 2 here. That's why the degree of this polynomial is 2. Are you getting my point? So 2 is the degree. So the polynomial, the degree of this polynomial is 2. Let's take another example. So this is a polynomial in a variable x. So I can write it as p of x. So this is a polynomial, and what is the meaning of degree of polynomial? The variable that has the highest power among all the terms of polynomial. So in this polynomial, which term has the highest power? So this term means this x has x cube. So 3 is the degree of this polynomial. So degree is 3. Are you getting my point? Suppose let us take another example. So this is also a polynomial in x. That's why I can write it as p of x, where 4x equal to 1. So what is the degree of this polynomial? Here nothing is there means 1. So the degree of this polynomial is 1. Okay. Let us write another example. P of y. Why I am writing y? Because in this polynomial I am going to use y as a variable. So 7y cube, okay, 7y cube minus 5y square, okay, then plus 2y minus 6. So this is a polynomial. So this is a polynomial in a variable y. Okay, what is the degree of this polynomial? The highest power of the variable, which is cube. So here the degree is 3. Have you got it? So among all the terms, which variable has the highest power? That power is the degree of that particular polynomial. Okay, now it's clear. You may get a doubt that, ma'am, if we have only one term, then what is the degree of that one term? Okay, let's see that first. Suppose I have this term which is 5x square yz. Okay, this is only a one term because we don't have another terms which is separated by plus or else minus. Okay, so here how to get the degree of this one term? So this type of terms we call it as monomial. I will tell you later about all this. First let's see the degree of this. So if you add all the powers of the variables, okay, for the variable x you have power 2. Okay, so for the variable y you have 1, for the variable z you have 1. So 2 plus 1 plus 1, which is 4. So the degree of this one term polynomial is 4. Okay, the degree of this monomial, we call this one term as monomial, so the degree of this monomial is 4. Okay, let's see what is monomial, binomial, trinomial, multinomial. Okay, let's see that. Now we'll see monomial, binomial, trinomial and multinomial. Do you know what are all this? Monomial is nothing but we have only single term as a polynomial. Suppose for example, 5x. So we don't have any other terms here. We have only single term. So this one we call it as monomial. Suppose I can also write it as 7x square. This is also monomial. If I write 3xyz, so this is also a monomial because I have only a single term. Means I don't have any other term and that is connected with plus or minus. This is monomial. Monomial means which has only a single terms. Okay, let's see what is binomial. Binomial means we have two terms. For example, 2x plus 7. Okay, we have two terms and these two terms are connected with positive sign. Okay, this is a binomial example. Let's take another example, 8x square minus 6y. This is also a binomial. Why? Because we have two terms here. Okay, let's take another example, then 6x square minus 2. This is also a binomial because we have two terms here. Let's see what is trinomial. Trinomial is nothing but we have three terms like 2x square minus 3y plus 6. So we have three terms. So this type of polynomials we call it as trinomials. So multinomial is nothing but more than three terms like 7x square minus 7y plus 8x power 5. Okay, x power 5, anything you can take, plus 6 into x cube minus 8. Okay, this is a example of multinomial where we have more than three terms, that is 1 2 3 4 5, more than three terms. If we have more than three terms, then we call it as multinomial. Okay guys, now we'll see the next part, which is now we'll see the types of polynomials. Okay, so how many types of polynomials are there? Let's see. So first one is linear polynomial. A polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. Means a polynomial which have a degree 1 is called a linear polynomial. Let us see the example. So 3x plus 2. So 3x plus 2 is a polynomial. So what is the degree? What I told you, the definition of degree. Degree means the highest power of the variables of all terms. Here two terms are there, but in these two terms we have x in only one term, and here power of this x is 1. 3x plus 2 is the example of linear polynomial. Let us take another example, y plus 7. So this polynomial is in the form of p of y, where y is the variable in this polynomial. So what is the degree of this polynomial? Y has only 1. So the degree is 1. Which is root 3x minus 2. Okay, this is also a linear polynomial. Here root 3 is the coefficient, but x is the variable. So for the x we have power 1. So this is a linear polynomial of degree 1. Why? Because to the x we have power 1. So this is the example. So this is a linear polynomial. Okay, so if I tell you the general form of linear polynomial, so the general form of linear polynomial will be ax plus b equal to 0. So if the polynomial is in the form of ax plus b, then we call that as linear polynomial. So let us write another example, 7x plus 1. So this is also an example of linear polynomial. Okay, whether we have x as a variable or y as a variable, no matter what the variable is, but it should take the form of this ax plus b or ay plus b. So this is the general form of linear polynomial. So let's see the second type. Second type is quadratic polynomial. What is the definition of quadratic polynomial? A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. So here first of all we'll see what is the meaning of. Here we have one word which is quadrate. Quadrate means square. Okay, square. So quadratic polynomial means a polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. Okay, let's see the example. So here we have a polynomial of 4x square plus 3x plus 1. What is the definition of degree? The highest power of the variable is the degree. So here among these two variables we have the highest degree is x square. So 2 is the degree of this polynomial. This is a quadratic polynomial. Let's take another example. So this is also a quadratic polynomial. Why? Because we have 2 as a power for the variable x. That's why this is a quadratic polynomial. So here also just see a polynomial of degree 2. Here we have only single term, but for the variable we have 2 in the power. That's why this is also a quadratic polynomial. Let's see the general form of this quadratic polynomial. So it should be in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So the general form of quadratic equation is x square plus bx plus c, where x has the 2 as power. That's why this is quadratic polynomial. Let's see the third one, which is cubic polynomial. What do you mean by cubic polynomial? A polynomial of degree 3 is called cubic polynomial. So this is the polynomial. So if you see this polynomial, what is the highest degree? What is the degree of this entire polynomial? As we have the highest power is 3, that's why called a cubic polynomial. So let's take another example. 8x cube is also a cubic polynomial. Why? Because for x I have 3 as the power. That's why. Okay. This is a cubic polynomial. Let's take another example. 7 minus x cube. Here x cube we have. That's why here cube is there. That's why this is cubic polynomial example. Okay. If I write the general form of cubic polynomial, so it should be in the form of ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0. So the general form of cubic polynomial is x square x cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Okay, now we'll see the fourth one, which is constant polynomial. What do you mean by constant polynomial? By seeing this only we can easily say that constant is nothing but the numbers without any variable. So a polynomial of degree 0 is called a constant polynomial. For example, 5 minus 3, 1 by 2. These are all the constant polynomials. Why? Because so degree 0 is nothing but variable power should be 0. Okay. So if I write this 5 as, so I can write 5 as 5 into x power 0. Okay, right? We all know that something to the power 0 is always 1. So it means 5 into 1 equal to 5. Okay, that's why 5, this is a constant polynomial where we have degree as 0. So minus 3 into x power 0 is equal to minus 3 itself. That's why this is also a constant polynomial. 1 by 2 also constant polynomial. Okay, now it's clear. You may get a doubt that, ma'am, if we have more than 3 as a power for the variable, ma'am, if we have more than 3 degree, you may get a doubt that, ma'am, if we have more than 3, then what we call that polynomial as? Suppose you have an equation like 7x power 5 plus 9x cube minus 8 equal to 0. So what we call this type of polynomial? So we don't have any particular name, but you can say fifth degree of polynomial. Why? Because we have the power 5 here for the variable which is highest in this. So we can say this polynomial as fifth degree of polynomial. If I had uh, 7y to the power 10, then 9y power cube, 9y cube plus 7x minus 10 equal to 0. Okay, so this is what we call this polynomial as 10th degree of polynomial. 10th degree of polynomial. Why? Because we have the power 10 which is highest in this entire polynomial. That's why 10th degree of polynomial. So okay guys, now it's clear. Now we'll see types of polynomials based on terms. Okay, you don't know, I will explain you, just see. Now we have seen the types of polynomials, which are linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, constant polynomial, like that. But let me tell you that types of polynomials are divided into two parts. So first one is based on degree, second one is based on terms. Okay, let's see one by one each. Types of polynomial based on degree. Types of polynomial based on degree, we have seen it now itself, which is this one. Linear, if the degree is 1, we call it as linear polynomial. If the degree is 2, we call it as quadratic polynomial. If the degree is 3, we call it as cubic polynomial. If the degree is 0, we call it as constant polynomial. Okay, let me tell you again here so that it will be revised for you. If the degree is 0, then the polynomial is constant polynomial. Let us take any example for this. Examples like 7, -6, 10. These are the examples of constant polynomial. Linear polynomial examples are 7x plus 7. This is the example of linear polynomial. If I take another example, then root 2 y plus 1. This is also an example of linear polynomial. Okay, so if a polynomial has 2 degree, okay, then we call it as quadratic polynomial. So example for quadratic polynomial will be 6x square plus 5x minus 1. Okay, we can also write it as 8 minus 4x square plus 3x. So this is also an example of quadratic polynomial. If a polynomial has degree 3, then we call it as cubic polynomial, and the example for this is 2x cube plus 5x square minus 7. So this is the example of cubic polynomial. If I have a more than degree 3, then we call it as biquadratic polynomial. Okay, let's see the example. Okay, 7y power 4 plus 6y cube minus 5y plus 1. So this is the example of biquadratic. Okay, now it's clear. Okay, now we'll see types of polynomials based on terms. Okay, if a polynomial has only one term, then we call that polynomial as monomial. Okay, for example 6x, okay, 3y, then 4x square yz. This is also a monomial example. Okay, if we have two terms, then we call that polynomial as binomial. For example 4x plus 5, this is a binomial. Why? Because we have two terms here. Okay, let's take another example. 8x square plus 4. This is also, here also we have two terms. That's why this polynomial is a binomial. Okay, let's take another one. Let's see another one. If we have three terms, then we call that polynomial as trinomial. For example 7x square plus 4x plus 10. Here we have three terms, 1, 2 and 3. So this polynomial is called trinomial. Okay, if we have more than 3 terms, means 4 terms or 5 terms or 7 terms or 10 terms, then we call that polynomial as multinomial. Let's take another example. Let's take the example for this multinomial. So 8x power 7 plus 7x cube, okay, then 4x plus 1. This is the example of multinomial. Okay, clear guys? Now we'll move to the next topic, which is, so next we have zero of polynomial. What do you mean by zero of polynomial? So a real number k is said to be zero of polynomial of px if p of k equal to 0. It means you have a polynomial p of x, okay, and in the place of x you are going to subtract any number, okay. So after doing simplification you will get the answer as 0. Then we call that number, means which number you placed in that polynomial through which you got the answer as 0, so that number is called the zero of polynomial of p of x. Okay, now I'll explain you clearly by using this example. Let's see. Here the example is x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay, this is p of x. Why? Because the polynomial in x variable. That's why p of x equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. So now what I'm going to do? I'm going to subtract x value with any number. So let us treat that number as 2. Okay. So this is k equal to 2. Now what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to subtract this k equal to 2 in this polynomial where x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay, then see what happened. Then p of x, here x is the variable, that's why I'm taking as p of x. Now in the place of x I'm taking 2, that's why p of 2. Okay, so p of 2 equal to 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6. Okay, now 2 square means 4 minus 10 plus 6 equal to 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 minus 10 equal to 0. Okay, now you got the answer as 0, which is the zero of polynomial. So that's why 2 is called the zero of polynomial at p of x, x square minus 5x plus 6. Therefore, p of 2 equal to 0. Okay, now you got understood what is a zero polynomial. So by placing 2 in the polynomial we got 0. That's why we call this as zero of polynomial p of x. Okay, now I hope it's clear for you. Let us take another example for this same polynomial. So now I'm going to take it as p of 1. Okay, so now I'm going to subtract 1 in the place of x in the polynomial. So x square minus 5x plus 6. In the place of x I'm going to take 1. 1 square minus 5 into 1 plus 6. 1 square means 1. Minus 5 into 1 means 5 plus 6. So minus 1, sorry, 1 plus 6 is 7, minus 5 which is 2. So we didn't get the 0 as result. So this is not a zero of polynomial. Okay guys, now you got clear. Whenever you get 0 as the result, then we call that number through which you got the 0 as result, that is a zero of polynomial. Okay, now I'll take another example, which is x minus 2 is a polynomial, that is p of x equal to x minus 2. Okay, now what I'm going to do, in the place of x I'm going to subtract any value. Okay, let's take it as p of 2. Okay, 2. So that implies 2 minus 2, which is 0. So now I got the answer as 0. So then I can say this 2 is the zero of polynomial of p of x, x minus 2. Okay, now it's clear. So therefore we can say it as 2 is the zero of polynomial of p of x, x minus 2. So this one we can write it as here. Just see, 2 is called the zero of polynomial of p of x, which is x minus 2. Okay guys, let's take another example, which is, again I'm taking next example, which is x square minus 3x minus 4. Okay, so this is p of x, which is x square minus 3x minus 4. Okay, now in the place of x I'm going to subtract minus 1. Okay, p of minus 1. Okay, then minus 1 whole square minus 3 of minus 1 minus 4. Minus 1 whole square means 1, minus of minus plus 3
minus 4. 4 minus 4 equal to 0. Okay, therefore minus 1. So by putting minus 1 in the place of x, I am getting 0. Therefore minus 1 is called 0 of polynomial p of x. So let's check with another number. So the same equation here I am putting p of 4. Now I am taking 4 in the place of x. Then what happened? 4 square minus 3x minus 4. Okay, 4 square means, sorry, here 4. So 4 square means 16 minus 3 fourths 12 minus 4. 16 minus 16 equal to 0. Here also I am getting 0. Therefore 4 comma minus 1. So 4 comma minus 1 are the 0 of polynomials p of x. Now you understood, guys?
Now I would like to tell you how to find out the zeros of polynomial for the linear polynomial. Okay, let us take suppose
Suppose you have a equation of p of x equal to ax plus b, which is the general form of linear polynomial. Suppose if you have a polynomial which is a linear polynomial, then how can you find the zeros of polynomial for that? Let's see. Then p of k equal to
ak plus b
equal to 0. Right? Now you have to find out the value of k. That's why then ak equal to minus b and k equal to minus b by a. So what is b here? Here b is the constant value. Here b is constant and a is coefficient of x. Okay, coefficient of x. Let us take one example here. Suppose if I take the example, you have a polynomial which is linear polynomial as 2x plus 3. Then how to do this? We know this formula. Okay, we know this k equal to minus b by a. So you can easily write it as k equal to minus b by a. B means constant. What is constant here? Minus 3 by a. A is coefficient of x 2. So this is the k value. Okay, if you have any doubt you can do the cross check here. So p of x equal to 2x plus 3, then p of k equal to 2 into what is 2 of k, what is the value of k? Minus 3 by 2 plus 3. So p of k equal to, here 2 to get cancelled, minus 3 plus 3, which is 0. Therefore what is the value of k? Minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2 is the 0 of polynomial p of x. Minus 3 by 2 is the 0 of polynomial of p of x. Here you can write, therefore the 0 of linear polynomial p of x equal to 2x plus 3 is minus 3 by 2. Okay, this is the answer. This is how you can write it as. Okay guys, up to here it's all clear. I hope you all understood this class well. If you have any doubts, just comment me below in the comment section, and if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and do share with your friends. Bye bye, take care.